Hey, Kliq This fans, want to get closer to the show than ever? Join Kliq This TV. Kliq This TV offers early commercial-free access to wrestling's hottest podcast, plus live audience tapings of their show every friggin' week. Head to KliqThisTV.com now and get inside the show that's just too sweet.
The following podcast contains mature language and adult discussion.
Kev, I want to propose a trade to you. Your old buddy here in New Jersey, I think. How about I'll trade you some Bitcoin for your gold? What do you say?
Cool.
I'm hoping you haven't been watching the news this week.
Man, my whole thing is, like, I have been, I've been that boomer. I fucking old. Okay, Mr. Boomer, don't get the crypto. Yeah. In the last year, fucking Bitcoin's dropped, 35%?
You know the funniest thing, Kevin? We've been talking about, I think for as long as the show's been on, 3 years or whatever, we've been talking about this currency that's weighted against nothing, air. And this is not, this type of volatility is nothing different. It's nothing new for crypto.
No.
Yet, people are still fucking with this. I just don't understand it.
Well,
What's going to be the threshold? What's going to be the line for people?
When you look at silver and gold, and you see that I think the market lost $6 trillion in that one day, in like 6 hours. It was like $1 trillion an hour. But silver was up to like fucking 130, and I think it closed at 80 for the day. And then gold was 55 and maybe closed at 47. So I did what research you can do in this world. And I guess Goldman Sachs really fucking shorted the fucking silver market. Like huge.
Now.
No, then. Before before the short.
Okay.
And then fucking got out like they knew they weren't in on it. We'll get out at 78. Oh, it went to 80. Fuck. One of those deals. So, but then you watch these conspiracy people, and they say that they're going to try to fucking, get, right now, if I took my actual silver that I have, physical silver, and took it someplace, I'm not going to say where I would take it because I don't want anybody to come jump down my throat, but actual silver is fucking the reason it's they say it's going to go up to 300 to 500 an ounce because it's used in every fucking thing. It's used in everything.
Well, also
but they said of 350 ounces that were dealt with that day in that cleanup is what I call it. One of those ounces was an actual physical ounce of silver. The rest were all on paper.
Yeah, I get
all
that.
Those fucking goofs that fucking anybody that has precious metal and it's on a piece of paper, good luck.
Yeah, I wonder what globally the percentage of physical versus.
They say that the actual physical gold would fit in a fucking like an Olympic swimming pool.
Yeah.
Like that's how much like gold's that that rare.
I guess it's similar if you look at stock, right? Your stock is just a position. It's a floating position that they tell you that you own on paper versus when remember the stock certificates when you used to get a fucking piece of paper that said it, and somehow it was, I guess, more real in a way, psychologically more real, obviously.
If they didn't do that, then that movie with Brendan Fraser when he comes up with the stock would have never worked after the fucking atom bomb.
And for that reason alone.
That reason alone, you had to have paper stocks. What was the name of that? Blast? What was it? Anybody remember that?
Oh, Wes probably
Wes,
has it on in the house.
Steve Bueller.
While we wait for that, Kev, while we're talking about money, you spent some time at the you want to give the name of the casino? I don't know what it was called up in Milwaukee this week.
Yes, it's I'll butcher it. It's like the Potawatomi, okay. I think is how you pronounce it.
And
all I know is that they treated me like gold. Everybody was a fucking gem except the fucking gosh. Talking about like having a perfect weekend and actually saying to yourself, like, man, I have been so fucking blessed. Like, I get to be treated like this. Like, it's like, ugh. And then have fucking housekeeping at 2:00 in the afternoon. Pound on your door. You're in the fucking suite that was built for the fucking head of the tribe. That's whose suite I'm in. I am in the fucking place on this property, and it's for the person that basically owns this property. And I got somebody fucking banging on my door like I'm at a fucking Best Western in Peoria, Illinois. And
why did you put the do not disturb thing up?
Do you think I should have to? I'm in his fucking suite. Jesus Christ.
It needs to be cleaned.
Not till I fucking leave.
How do they know you're gone?
Because there's a fucking when you turn the bolt, you can't fucking use your electric gimmick to get in.
Did they put a sign up that said "too sweet"? I would have done that for you. And
no, they didn't. I walked to the fucking door because I was, if I'm fucking just hanging around some fucking hotel room, I'm not going to be fucking wearing clothes.
I was going to say, your balls are out, right?
Yeah, it's fucking 72 degrees. They got the heat on in this bitch. It's like, fuck, I ain't walking around in nothing. And especially with all those windows, man. Let the world fucking, drone world, baby.
Milwaukee deserves a show, too.
Let me give you a little Bieber fluff. But, no. So I'm just thinking like, I walked in the door and said, my fucking car service isn't here till 3:30. There's nothing in the lobby. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? And there's no answer. And then 45 minutes later, it's not even 3:00 yet, and they're knocking on the door again. Like, knowing that my car service, I'm 7 minutes tops from the fucking front door. My car service is at 3:30. It's not leaving without me.
But they don't know when your car service is coming.
I told them that.
Yeah, but they're Somali up there. They can't understand it probably.
Milwaukee, dude. Well, I'm not Minneapolis.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's close. But listen, Kev, I'm surprised by this. You spend so much time in hotel rooms. I'm really surprised by this. They just wanted to clean your room so you'd be happy.
I was leaving.
Oh, leaving for home?
Yes.
What time was checkout?
When Probably I fucking 11. Left.
Probably 11.
Jesus Christ, dude! Are you not listening to where I am? I am in fucking. I'm in the Lincoln bedroom. I'm not fucking in room 1216. The only person, the last person that was in that fucking room that wasn't part of the fucking tribe was Snoop.
It was Beyonce.
It was Snoop. It fucking was a shoot. It was Snoop. So it's like, and Snoop was supposed to be there one day. He stayed 3. So this is the kind of, and I got these fucking idiots knocking on my door. See, you fucking don't listen to me. You don't get the fucking gist of it. I go off and I get the heat for being a dick.
I didn't know you were you didn't make it clear that you were leaving for the entire trip. I thought you meant leaving to go to whatever
where?
you had to do.
Someplace
to do your gimmick, to sign, to watch the event.
They wouldn't.
So you were being.
Oh, I fucking.
You're going home.
That's the only time that you would be coming in my fucking room.
You don't get service every day?
No. I fucking tell when I check in. I don't want anybody in my fucking room.
Okay. Once again, a detail that.
Yeah. Well, if you want somebody taking your toothbrush and sticking it up their ass, then rinsing it off with cold water and you come brush your teeth. No, I don't. I don't want anybody in my fucking room. I don't trust anybody.
Do we feel that will happen at every place? Or is it just a privacy thing? Like, is it
it's my
stuff?
Fucking,
you don't want someone around your stuff?
Yeah, it's my fucking, I'm alpha, fuck, you know?
What about when you go away, not for work? What about you go away with Tamara? Are you still, is it on lockdown?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Unless there's a really good safe in that motherfucker.
How was the event that you hosted?
It was well
well attended.
Well attended. People seem to have a really good time. It was kind of cool because it was kind of like being at a live event and seeing what the fans like, what the fans didn't like, listening to what they had to say. So I mean, it was different feedback than when I'm watching something by myself. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, for sure. There's 200 people in your living room with you. Are you on a stage?
No,
what's
I was
the
just
setup?
It was kind of chill. Like, I think I might be able to pull a picture up.
Yeah, so like these watch-alongs, I always hear about them. I've never attended, so I'm just curious how people have access to you. Do they have to come up to you?
No, it's beforehand. They do. It's
But then you are watching the event, though.
Yeah, but I'm sitting next to the mayor.
Okay, so you're not among
Milwaukee.
the fans for the.
No, I was at a like a leather couch, like wraparound VIP area.
Is that annoying? Like you got to sit next to him. What do you have to say to the fucking mayor? Well,
He was
I'd
cool.
imagine. Yeah.
No, it wasn't like we were talking. I mean, you know, they're fans watching fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
I had my buddy Dave. I had Cal Hero, he's one of the boys. He works for OVW, and so I was just, because he's been in the business a while, but I mean, I was just pointing out shit to him that, like we were talking, like the boys would talk. So,
is the mayor like he's
a young,
smartened up so he can talk?
Yeah,
wrestling.
He's a young
talk
black.
about Stephanie Vakir's ass or something like that.
He's just young. He's a young black guy that just, he's cool. He's super young too, man. At least he looks super young. Next to fucking Chuck Heston over here.
Your cold dead hand. How was your cold dead hand that week?
I'll tell you what, man.
I know still whoever knocked on your daughter to clean your toothbrush was almost treated to your cold dead hand.
And then to top it all off, It's time for me to leave.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think's when I open the door? What do you think's dead in front of the door? No way I can get around it with
The
my
cart. They
Yes.
left the cart right in front of your door.
I'm the only fucking room in the hallway. You walk all the way.
That's where they chose to leave it.
These are the fucking rocket scientists. And like I said to myself, man, when I went down, I just sat down in the car, and I just said to myself, like, dude, like, think about it, man. It's fucking Sunday. Like, they just want to go home.
Yeah.
Like you're the last fucking room. And you know what, man? I'm sorry, but I don't got nowhere to go, and I ain't sitting in the fucking airport. I'm not sitting in the airport and not getting paid if you can sit in the fucking hallway and get paid. So kind of fuck you.
Capiche. How was the food?
I had a really good filet on Friday night. Saturday night they had an Asian, like a Pan-Asian type deal that had a little of everything, a little Thai, a little Korean, and some sushi. Wasn't a fan. Good Thai food is about as hard to come as anything to me.
Really? We have a ton of it.
I'm talking
Here.
about good Thai food.
Milwaukee, I guess.
There's so much fucking
more challenging.
See, man, to me, it's Thai food is nothing but the sauce. And if it's not like fucking gravy, if it doesn't have like that texture to it, that consistency, it's like.
But sushi, you eat sushi, right? You said there was sushi.
I mean, they're Wisconsin. I asked the dude. They get every 3 days they get fresh fish, but I don't know what they're going. I mean, there was no octopus. Sometimes when shit's been frozen, I'm used to. I don't think a lot of the sushi I get down here has been frozen.
But probably not. There's a great place here that I've been to a couple of times. Very hard to get a reservation. Called Butterfish. And if you do the omakase experience where it's, like the 7 courses and they just keep bringing you out, they get it flown in from Japan every morning.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's just
Tim and I are going to
otherworldly.
We're going to take an actual Japanese cruise.
Kev, I thought you were going to go down on me for a second there. You almost came through the top of your head, almost came through the screen. You leaned in.
No, I'm fucking
so hard.
I'm sore as fuck, man.
Here you go again. I caught a thing online, and I wanted to bring this to your attention. They listed Hogan's opponents for the 8 WrestleManias that he headlined. So there were 9 people because one of them was a tag match with Piper and Orndorff.
All right.
And I was shocked to realize that Piper, Orndorff, Bundy, Andre, Macho, Warrior, Sid, Yoko, and Slaughter. Only one of those people is still alive. Sarge.
Slaughter, yeah.
Yeah. And Sarge still does all these events too. I see he's
Sarge,
all over the place.
Sarge is great, man.
What was he do? Was he office when you were there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I tell that story, man. Sarge came up to me, and he had when he had a fucking one of these big fucking legal pad.
Yeah.
And on one side of it was fucking dates. On the other side of it was dates. You flipped it over, and it was dates. He goes, good thing is you got your ass tied to a money-making wagon. Meaning, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
He said, bad thing is we ain't got much but him, so your ass is going to be on the road nonstop.
Yeah.
He says, you finish this set of TVs, you go home, kiss your wife, make love to her, tell her you know, whatever you need to. He says, because you're coming back for 47 straight days.
At what point was this? Is when you left the
This
bodyguard thing
this
and
is
you were
no. This is when I fucking opened the fucking flew to Albany, met Vince,
Oh God.
got in the fucking car. They took me to Albany. I fucking grabbed Giannetti's leg as he hit the ropes. Sean fucking was using a pile driver as a finish. He stumbled into Sean. Sean hit him with the pile driver. We fucking stole the belt from him that night. Next night, we went out on Raw. I was in that tracksuit, and I didn't have a name yet.
He knew then?
He gave me that sheet. He gave me that sheet fucking at Raw.
Wow.
I mean,
That early.
you're talking about fucking, I faxed my fucking, you know, my John Henry, John Hancock, Mr. Thompson to, from the WCW offices. I faxed it. My release.
Yeah.
And then when I got home, they faxed me a copy of my agreement.
But you obviously you weren't given you didn't know long range plans, you know, any of that stuff. He just told you that
Nothing.
if you're with Sean in any capacity.
I was being brought in to be his bodyguard.
Correct.
So in the next 2 months, there wasn't going to be anything besides me being his bodyguard.
Right.
Because they just gave me fucking 47 straight days.
You know what's funny? Think about guys like if you're Hogan or if you're in a program with Hogan, if you're Macho or whatever, you can expect that. But think of like Bobby Heenan. If you're managing the top guys,
every night, man.
You're every fucking night.
Fuji was there every
four or
fucking
five
night.
guys in your stable.
Fuji every fucking night, man, with Yoko.
With Yoko, yeah. Yeah, so you're
Big Rod wouldn't take. Rodney wasn't taking no days off.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking man.
How that God, we've talked about it here. How fucking hard. I mean, the road is hard anyway.
Yeah.
If you're Yoko, good
Yeah, but
God.
Yoko's like fucking. It's just his fucking. He was so fucking chill. You know, I mean, he took everything with just a grain of salt. Just
he was extremely young though too when you were working.
I don't know
with him,
about
right?
that. He was much younger the first time I met him in fucking Japan. That was in 89, 90.
But was he even 30 yet in the WWE run?
Oh, I don't
when
know.
when you were there with him, I feel like
I don't know. I mean,
maybe he was close, but
he,
I feel like
he
he was
he
even under
didn't
30.
live, and I mean, he didn't make 40.
Right, yeah. So just a overall tough life for someone like that. And you've told the hellacious airplane bathroom stories. And the worst thing about those airplane bathrooms, is you don't have a tushy to help your experience on the toilet, whether you're Yoko or a Nash or
That would have
whoever.
been huge for Yoke.
Yeah. Everybody knows about the Tushy bidet. We got them from Tushy and installed them in like 10 minutes, if even.
Speak for yourself.
Super easy. Well, it took you a little longer with the. Well, you got to get under there, I guess. And
Oh fuck! I had to have
crawl
somebody
around
come.
a little.
I had to have somebody come out and do it. I'm fucking.
You're not
I have
getting your 6'10" frame under the toilet there.
I have no fucking skills.
Well, here we are. It's
But I think
Super Bowl's
I
upon us.
will say this: I'm pretty sure the guy that put it in, the handy guy, because he got all the info from me. So I guarantee we made a sale because he came and put that thing in. So
very good. Listen, even Bill Belichick would crack a smile after sitting on a Tushy bidet. All right, the Super Bowl's upon us. If you're having people over, there's going to be frequent trips to your can.
You ain't let people use that.
By your friends. They will. If it's in your, I have one in each bathroom. I don't have a choice. Someone's going to be sitting on it. The only streak we're interested in with Tushy is a winning streak, because there'll be no streakage after using your Tushy bidet. Best thing about the Tushy, you may have used bidets, you may have had the screw-on bidets before, you may have been in a hotel room that had a bidet. The best goddamn thing about this is Tushy's warm water bidets, okay? Tushy e-bidets, they instantly modernize your daily routine and bathroom. Heated seat, adjustable water temperature, and a powerful yet gentle dryer. Every Tushy bidet easily attaches to your existing toilet. Just ask Kev's handyman without the need for additional plumbing. Actually, e-bidets only require an outlet, for God's sakes. This is daily decadence with practical benefits. Over half the people who wash with Tushy soothe their hemorrhoids, and 9 out of 10 people reduce itching and discomfort. 2-in-1 benefits: reduce irritation, prevent micro tears with the soothing water instead of that scratchy toilet paper grinding against your tuchus. All right. Every Hello Tushy bidet comes with a 30-day hassle-free return and 12-month warranty. Number 2 is Tushy's number 1 thing. All right. So go take care of it. For a limited time, our listeners are going to get 10% off their first bidet order when you use the code KLIQ, K-L-I-Q, at checkout. That's 10% off your first bidet order at HelloTushy, TUSHY.com, promo code KLIQ. Love you, Tushy. Love you, Tushy.
Not somebody that's actually staying over for the night, okay? Like relatives, somebody of that stature that you would let stay in your house. You actually let somebody in your house that would have the nerve to drop a deuce on a fucking
I
on a
don't know what
drive-through?
goes on behind my closed
Fuck
bathroom
that,
doors.
man.
But I'm generally only having very close friends
man,
or family.
If I thought so, I would know on the time, because
How much time they're in there?
It's underneath the steps on the way. Yeah, I know. I can see. I can go by the piano and look and see the light underneath that door. And if
they've been in there a while,
you got 5 fucking minutes. If you're in there fucking dropping a deuce,
you're going to be like the room service people, the housekeeping people banging on the door.
You need to drive fucking 4 miles up the fucking road to the fucking Citgo, the fucking Shell station.
I feel like most people don't, as a guest, just like for a couple of hours, don't go drop a deuce in somebody else's.
Oh my God,
bathroom.
it's like.
But if listen, nature calls. What are you going to do? You going to leave?
No, I mean, you're biological. You're a fucking Homo sapien. So it's like
sapien.
Yeah,
it might be a Homo sapien that had a lot of chili at the Super Bowl.
You get up in the morning, and you have to fly. So everything has to be as clean as possible. You don't want anything making you, so you can fucking, if you can't get to your hotel till 5 p.m. But see, one good thing that you got going through Atlanta is you have the sky lounges, which have the bathrooms, which have the fucking floor to ceiling, 4-way closure.
Oh, the door. So you're in your own little room.
Your own,
little pod.
So those are dumpmeisters. I mean, those.
You could even rub one out if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could if you.
You could,
if
you were so inclined at the airport.
But I can't get off without the volume on, so
But you're in a full enclosure.
Yeah, but you're gonna hear the fucking
under the door,
the
maybe?
porn. Yeah. No, you'll hear it through the fucking. You can hear you can hear the guy next to you fucking when he comes in and does that. I'm thinking, God, you're on a good diet.
Yeah,
shit,
I would just
then you hear
play
him,
the phone, Kev.
Then you hear him hit the fucking wipe and he's gone. You're like, wow, man.
That was quick.
Yeah, me, I'm in there fucking like, I might as well meditate. I'm going to be in there for so long.
Rectal itch is in his future.
So I got a question.
You got an answer?
When you use the bidet,
yeah,
you don't if you take a deuce and you clean your ass, you don't wipe your ass with toilet paper? as the last step?
I do go after. Yeah, after the
okay.
water, you got to proofread.
Well,
You got to make sure that everything's correct. Yeah,
yeah.
Because you may need a little more water. So you need to make sure that everything's coming out.
Yeah, I agree.
And then there's the drying aspect of it too. You don't want to put a wet ass into your underwear, right?
Well, that's why I didn't want anybody. That's why I wouldn't let anybody bidet at my house, because it's not something they do. So they probably don't even know. Next thing you know, they're fucking sitting next to you, fucking up your stress list, fucking $30,000 couch.
But nowadays, it's a bidet. It's not a fucking abacus. I mean, it's pretty much a dial on and off. Your ass is already on it.
I get that. I hope the God somebody is in my fucking house fucking brushing their teeth in my fucking toilet.
And
keep your
wouldn't
shit.
You want them to be as clean as possible before they go back out onto your couch?
Well, I'd rather them stay the fuck home if they thought they were going to take a deuce. Ain't nobody need to see that fucking bad. Because I use that.
The water projects. So you don't put the nozzle up your hole.
Yeah, but I'm not going upstairs to take a deuce when I'm downstairs at night. I'm going down. You can fucking.
Do you get? I get weird. Like I'm bothered that my cleaning woman has to clean the instrument.
I don't give a fuck. I make sure there's a skid in there so she fucking much as she charges. Fuck.
But I get a little self-conscious, so I do have to confess to cleaning the bowl before she comes.
Don't you? So if you take a deuce, and you leave a skidder. I'm so hydrated because I usually they'll hit that one at night around 11. Use the restroom maybe, and that's it for the night. And then after that, but I'm still drinking my fucking water and my aminos and shit. And I'll have to piss probably 4 or 5 times before I go to bed. Then it's almost like that skid mark becomes like a torpedo run. Like you piss at it and see if you can knock it out before you.
Right.
It's like a game. You go in
there. It's a hose. You
go
in
there.
Down,
knock it.
It's like a boardwalk game almost, like a carnival game.
Fuck yeah, man. That's.
I put floating rubber ducks in there just to add to the. And sometimes I hit a thing to see if I could flip a rubber frog into it.
But I find that when you hit like after maybe 2 pisses, then you flush. And then fucking it's gone. You're like fucking this. And there's some water in that fucking. You gotta get. You gotta have a little bit of fucking hose power there. So
11 o'clock tonight, everybody. Set your alarms. Kev will be sick. Send Kev your wishes.
No, I'm already fucked. I'm fucked up because I won't get out of here till late. So I've got to eat another. I'm starving.
Oh, that's
right
true.
now.
You're gonna eat later. So
yeah, I'll eat late tonight.
Some feedback from last week. The 1BG was watching and listening as always. And he says, Gunther feels weirdly protected, but kept away from top guys like Cody, Roman, and Seth. If the guy who retired Cena and AJ can't get a world title push within 3 months, what's the point? If the belt doesn't matter for him, who does it matter for? What do you think, Kev?
I think that was the key to getting somebody over the stature of an Undertaker. You have a main event attraction that does not need the belt, that does not need in any form or fashion to be associated with the belt.
Right.
If you're, and from a heel aspect, if Gunther has fucking tapped fucking Goldberg, Cena, and now AJ, and he's touting that, just going on and on and on, then the next guy he fights is a guy in a mask. So,
the little brawl during the promo.
I'm just saying, doesn't it make it seem like everybody that he's wrestling and beating are retirement matches? So you kind of get the guy at the end of his run. Yet he's acting like, he's hitting Nolan Ryan's best shit. There's a that subconscious heat that's there. So
you hear the term sometimes. We hear the term as fans. He was so over he didn't need a belt. Guys like Snuka. Like I don't think Snuka ever had a belt, right? But he was such a phenom that you truly didn't need to get him in that mix. I guess he was in the IC mix for a while in WWE.
Yeah, I think that Gunther's character. Then he's got too much. He's got something to lose every night. You work completely different as a heel with a belt, because then you still got to make the guy, but you've got to fucking sneak out by the hair of your teeth every night to keep the strap.
Right.
That doesn't fit his personality.
Good point. Grunchy, Kev, I'm about 60 miles from you in Florida as the crow flies. I stream everything on the internet. Orlando does have local news on Roku. You have to spend some time setting up your TV. But
all right,
Orlando...
stop.
Go ahead.
You just answered.
Oh, you have to spend some time setting up your TV.
Yeah, you just said that. Okay, thanks.
That was the eject button.
Thank you for the offer. It's exactly what I wanted to do, is fucking get up and fuck with something that's completely fine, because it's going to save me $7 to fucking fuck it up. Fuck it up, so I got to get some pro come to my house and unfuck my shit. My shit works just the way it is. I'm not the one that said I give a shit about how much it costs. I don't give a fuck what it costs. I don't know fucking what it costs. I don't pay the fucking bills in my house. I'm the workforce.
You like the reliability of the same fucking thing happening in that remote control. Your thumb goes to the same place. Muscle memory. It's done. I get it.
If somebody told me I have to fucking put on a condom, I'm going to put on a fucking Magnum, fucking ribbed. I'm going to turn it inside out for my pleasure. So,
Big Dog. Sean saying the guys in the 70s could take a night off. Maybe in the Northeast. In Mid-Atlantic, they were giving you your money's worth night in and night out. I'm old enough to remember going to those house shows weekly then. Johnny Valentine, Ole, Gene Anderson were not taking nights off. Wahoo worked the same day he had a vasectomy done. All right, I don't deny this. What I was saying is today... If your fucking moveset has you going off the top 700 times during a match, you're not going to be able to put on the arm bar.
No.
But Gene Anderson would have been able to.
Yeah. I remember when fucking Gurria and Sarge and that, there used to be this sports bar. It was down in, it was in Cleveland. I don't know if it was in the Flats or not, but... He was down in Cleveland. It was a sports bar, and all they played was wrestling. And we went in there, and it was Gurria versus fucking Sarge. It was an hour long. It was an hour through. And we were all in there. Like, the whole fucking crew was in there drinking beers. And, I mean, just... in and out of a headlock for like 42 minutes.
Gurria, what year was this?
Oh, fuck, I have no idea. It was Gurria and Sarge. Not Sarge Slaughter, Sarge Goulet.
Oh, Rene Goulet.
Yeah.
They both were agents, actually.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, yeah.
They were both in there watching their shit like they were watching it like it was, look, like we found a Picasso.
I'll put Goulet, Gurria, WWF?
Yes.
I will put that at 82 opening match. No question. Maybe second.
I tell you, Tony Gurria gave me his like secret pasta fagioli fucking soup recipe.
Yeah.
To this day.
You make it?
My wife makes the fucking
You
Tony
got to
Gurria.
give me the Tony Gurria pasta azul. This is amazing.
Yeah, we just had it the other night. I mean, it was at it was Monday night. Was it Monday? No, I was there when I got home Sunday. So when I landed at midnight, and that fucking, my wife, I called her from the airport and she warmed it up, and it had been fucking probably cooking since 3 that afternoon. So I've been sitting there fucking simmering, fucking fuck.
The garlic.
The only difference is we don't put any fucking pasta in it.
You don't have to.
Yeah, we just make it the fajoule. It's just, and we use that at 95.5 ground grass-fed beef.
Beef, yeah.
You know, which is pretty dry to fucking eat, but in a soup, it's unbelievable.
Well done. Anthony A. Farrell says, if you like Southland, I highly recommend Third Watch, the most addictive show I've ever seen. Kev,
I just watched the last episode with my wife last night of Southland. So
of the series or the
of the series,
the whole thing.
I finished season 5. What I wish he would have put where that was at Third Watch.
Steve can Google it right now and let you know. What's the best cop show ever on TV?
I mean, is Breaking Bad a cop show?
No. That's a bad guy show. Police procedural. We're in the precinct. We're in the cars. We're chasing the bad guys.
So you got to go like throughout. You got to go like kind of A to Z on this. You got to start out when you're a young kid.
So it's like Streets of San Francisco, SWAT.
Adam
kind of
12.
Oh, wait, you're going way. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Adam
Car
12.
54, a little Fred Gwynn, perhaps?
I can't do that, but I can. And it's still Rampart. It's still it's still shit that's, I don't know, man. Adam 12 was pretty fucking. Reed and McCoy. Officers Reed and McCoy.
You know what cop show had the best theme song? Has to be Hill Street Blues. Remember that one? Or Barney Miller was pretty funked out.
But all those Norman Lear shows had that same kind of do 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 do.
What was that? That was Sanford and Son?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Jefferson's.
No, Jefferson's we're moving on up, moving on up. That was the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
You're thinking Sanford and Son. This show is so black right now. This is unbelievable. We're singing, we're doing bass lines with our mouths.
Why can't it just be old school? Why does it got to be
because we're two crack ass motherfuckers sitting here. We're going up. He just died, didn't he, Lamont?
Yes.
This week, I just saw that he died.
Rest in peace, bro. Like 3 days ago.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was alive. So that's what you're going with? Best cop show, Adam 12, right?
No, I remember watching The Shield when that first came out. That first episode, I was just like, "Whoa, fuck, dirty cops." I thought that was really fucking good.
Was the Shield David Simon? I know he was The Wire and Homicide. These guys will let me know.
And then that's what I mean. You go from The Shield, and to me, The Wire was as good of a television show that's ever been on.
Yeah. Dude, he put Monkey Morales over in a DM. Fucking David Simon. I did work on two of his films. The one, God, what was the one most recently about the Nazis that win the election in 19...
oh, fuck.
It was a series on HBO. I worked on that one. And then one of his films before that. That was a good series. It was based on the Philip Roth book.
Not the Man in the Tower.
No. This was.
Did you see that?
No, that was.
Man in the Tower.
I know I saw the trailer. I know the premise.
Wes, you guys. I know Wes saw that.
Man in the High Castle. That's it.
Man in the High Castle.
I'm drawing a blank
Steve
on
saw
the.
it. I knew there was somebody on. I knew. I think I've got the closest. Like this, our likes. My likes are the closest with Steve. That I would say was Steve's.
Okay.
Usually, if Steve told me about fuck. What's the one we watch on Hulu where they're underneath the ground? It just started back up, Steve.
Paradise.
Yes. Paradise. Isn't it getting ready to start back up?
It's going to start back up real soon. I actually went to their Comic-Con panel and they played the opening, like a rough cut of the opening scene for us. And I'm really excited for Paradise to come back.
Yeah. I thought that was a really good show. Was that on ABC first, and then they moved it to Hulu, or the opposite way around?
The opposite way around. It was this
Okay.
time last year they started airing it, and then summer they aired it on ABC
Okay.
while ABC wasn't airing stuff.
Cool.
The Plot Against America was the David Simon series that I was drawing a blank on for HBO.
There's so much good shit on HBO that if somebody doesn't smarten you up, like,
HBO changed the game for cable series programming, like being as good as film.
Is anybody watched Industry?
Was that the one with Seth Rogen?
No, that was Studio. Wesley watched it. Wesley watches it. Yes. Absolutely. It's like the HBO show where the kid is he's in the newsroom, and he's fucking like the only American in a Japanese newsroom. And it got all this critical acclaim. So I sit down, I watched the first episode, and I watched it fucking like just stoned to the bone. I was just like, was that fucking like almost like torture because I'm so stoned, or is that just fucking really rotten? And then I watched 10 minutes like the next day, completely cool. And I went, no, man. And I put subtitles on and I watched it. And I said, and I got to like the third episode. I said, this just isn't very interesting.
Well, you also, what was it, the Pierce Brosnan series? Weren't you telling me you had to watch that with subtitles?
Yeah, Mobland. I had to watch. I watched. It was it was easier to watch. As it went on, the first couple episodes, but there's a Liam Neeson movie I watched that I put the subtitles on. They shoot it like in fucking there's like no known actors in it except him, and everybody's got the fucking full on, man.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I was working for an independent group, and they kind of like different people had like chipped in and flown me over, and I was working shots for like different. And one of the shows was in Aberdeen, another one was in Glasgow, and these guys picked me up from maybe fucking Birmingham and drove me to Glasgow. And we were in a Mercedes van, and they were in the front seat, and I thought they were ribbing me. I couldn't understand a word. I'm like, I know where. I'm thinking like, every once in a while you hear a word that you know because they are speaking English.
Cunt. Oh, there's cunt again.
And I'm sitting there going like, what? I says, is this a fucking rib? And then when there's little places around the UK called carvers and they're like little places off the highway. You stop and they have you get sliced turkey. It's like the meal that you stop and get, and they got like mashed potatoes and gravy, and it's like a fucking, in the wintertime, there'll be like a fireplace going in the place. And so we went into this Carver's, and now we're sitting at the table and we're looking at each other, and they speak completely differently to when it's to me. Like they almost God, it was like when I met the kid from Sons of Anarchy, the star of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
He you know we were at a con together in Manchester, and Charlie spoke like really fucking very heavy accented.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to I told somebody else how to, like, they were worried about moving money around, and then it got to where it was just me and him. We were in the van, and he said, "Hey Nash," and he talked to me like he would on Sons of Anarchy, like in that English voice. I was just like, wow. And I'd been around him all week, and he was talking, like the other cat. And I was just like, wow. I said, that's like fucking, but my son could speak French really well. That was nice when we went to Paris and he was with us. It was just like, somebody say something. He'd say, wait a second. T. And he'd come over and
How did he get so fluent?
well, I mean, I think he took like two semesters or whatever in high school. I mean, I know he was in it like advanced French in high school. And then his teacher, that was also the theater teacher, she was from France. And then when T got out of high school, they kind of stayed in contact and would have lunch and shit under the rule that she would not speak English. So it was really good for T.
Yeah.
And she loved it. He loved it because it was just like, it was making his brain work.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's trial by fire. I remember my Italian teacher, when he took the Italian club to the city to have lunch one day, and he told the waiters, "You don't speak any English. They have to speak to you in Italian the whole time."
That's how it was when I was over playing basketball in Europe, man. When it was one thing being in the service, but man, fucking, as soon as I was fucking living on the fucking economy, and they told me the way they broke my ass in was I had to get all my utilities in my name.
Whoa. Those aren't easy words. That's not where's the bathroom.
No,
Yeesh.
that's fucking begging off, man. That's you coming with forms and pointing, and I mean it was one of those like, oh. But when I got done, I'm thinking like, should I plant a flag someplace or do something? Like, it's a pretty fucking big ordeal. I got the fucking power cut on. I can even imagine in my lifetime of go to Germany, get the power cut on, and change out to a fucking antenna that I could have so I could Roku my fucking Orlando
Right,
fucking...
you'll go to Germany and get your power turned on, but you won't put an app on your TV so that you can
that
watch
was survival.
Local Orlando news.
That was survival. I wouldn't have done it had it already been done.
Right. So you wouldn't have saved any money choosing the other energy company.
No, fuck no, man. I was just
Warsaw Energy is cheaper, Kev.
Yeah, we get the Eastern Bloc shit.
Yeah. Tell the guy who's changing your TUSHY to change your fucking electricity bill.
I'm going to dump it at home.
Kevin, I watched Raw after the Rumble. And
Are we gonna not talk about the Rumble winners, or?
This is going to tie into it,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Because what happened Monday.
I
is a
said, well, I
reflection
mean,
of what happened.
I watched that.
You watched every minute of the damn thing, even the 1 hour and 24 minutes that the ladies' rumble was going on.
I have some observations on that.
Well, if we're going to go there first, the talk of the rumble for a while, and you were actually the first person I heard the insight with the secondary market or legal scalpers, I guess, ticket sales, which kind of fucked up the whole visual.
That was one of the hurdles that I had heard, and then the second hurdle was the fact that it's a Muslim country, and I don't care if you don't show any skin. Some of those girls have very, very nice bodies. If you put them in a
tight outfit,
you put them in a bodysuit.
Bodysuit, basically.
There's not a whole lot to,
So what we're saying in the translation here is that
I think that a lot
kept
the crowd,
their families away.
Yes, I think it was a late crowd because of that.
Got it.
That was just. I mean, I got that vibe because it was. Like after it was still pretty sparse kind of during the Gunther AJ match, and then it had to have been the same, because if you think in your mind think of the Sammy McIntyre match and think about the shots, think about the match, everything seemed to be shot from fucking the ropes in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like everything. There's no
tighter frames.
Everything's way tight. And same as in Gunther and AJ. That match, and if you did something, and they were gonna shoot, if everybody went out opposite the entrance. If you went through the ropes you went out opposite the entrance to the scores table, did your shit there, because there was one of the fucking gimmicks where the table got used the first spot.
Yeah.
And when they came back, the table was reconstructed and they were using it.
Right.
And I guess nobody else caught that. I did. I went, they got a table back?
There's another table there. There was one ready. In case anything happened. You know these events?
Yeah, you almost fucking would think that fucking they worked that shit out ahead of time.
People go through it was like when you needed a second backboard after they saw what Shaq was doing to them.
Well, fucking, I remember the first one, the greatest of all time, I think, was Dawkins. Fucking Philadelphia Daryl Dawkins, man. Because Shaq kind of pulverized some.
He would pull them down.
We're fucking. That was before, because Dawkins would just make them explode, and they put that whole spring and everything else system.
Yeah.
Because of fucking Dawkins. Dawkins was he went to Evans High School here in Orlando, and he was a monster. They say he was a fucking monster. I think the last team he played for, was the Pistons.
I was going to say, did he finish in New Jersey?
I want to think it was with the Pistons for some reason.
Okay.
I see him wearing maybe fucking like number 9 or so. I don't know.
Is he still alive?
I don't know. Anything else you want to ask me? I don't know.
No, I just,
I don't know.
I had an anecdote about knowing someone that would.
I don't know.
Deliver
Stop
things
it.
to him.
Stop it.
George C. Scott over here again 2 weeks in a row. The most relevant podcast.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Oh, fuck.
So,
good luck.
All right, so
good luck getting this thing back on fucking track.
This is the beauty. This is why people listen.
I guess.
Listen, you could go put on another one. where they're talking about incessantly about Royal Rumble coverage for 2.5 hours,
You would have had
screaming.
They should have went right there instead of that minute pause before the next person came down.
Exactly. The impassioned discussion. While we're on the Ladies Rumble, is it at all? I mentioned a few weeks ago that I was surprised that women portraying the real life superhero role model type for the young ladies of the world today. I'm surprised that they weren't more vocal about working in a place where I guess they're getting better with women's rights, but they're certainly not there yet. And I covered some of this before, so I'm not going to go through all the violations. Now, do you think now that they're in the ring busting their asses for an hour and a half and the people don't even have the fucking respect to come and say, I know it's rooted in religion, to come and sit and watch their efforts? If any of them will now go, you know what, enough.
Well, see, and my viewpoint is, fuck the venue.
It's for the TV.
Yeah, you're working in front of 25,000 people,
which they could broadcast from Chicago.
Packed.
You don't have to go to Riyadh.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
But you ain't gonna get fucking a fucking $100 billion from fucking Chicago. No. So the reason you're there is the reason you're there, because it's a fucking business.
It's a business, but at what point does ethics and respect?
I don't think that they
go on a scale.
I don't think that. To me, you're talking to Dave Chappelle, man. You're talking to Dave Chappelle right now. Like, I'm fucking, man, I'm getting paid.
I knew I was talking to Dave Chappelle when I heard you doing that little bass line earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that I don't know if I'm surprised that none of the ladies on the roster have been more vocal, or maybe I'm just not aware of it, that I haven't heard.
I don't think there's anything. Why would you? There's a reason there's never been a fucking union. It's still the fucking. We're still the fucking boys, the girls, man. We're still the crew. And when it comes down to it, I consider the girls are just. I mean, they're the boys. They just have vaginas. I mean, we're all boys. We're all the boys, you know. That's
but they're not working in a place where they're saying, "Hey, the boys are just like the girls."
Yeah, but you know what? I mean. You take what you get, and you make the best out of it. You know, I think it's almost and I don't know because I'm not a female, but I think it's got to be kind of like almost that Grammys fucking red carpet feel of. Okay, what's my girl gonna wear at this fucking Saudi show? Like, 'cause she's got to cover. Like, she's gonna have to rock something, and she's paying. Like, it's gonna cost. Mm-hmm. Some of the outfits were fucking pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Others, they just had smoking hot bodies and put on a, $11 fucking leotard, and they were just like. That Dupree girl, I mean, Jesus. I mean, it was, wasn't much to her outfit. But she's got a smoke, I mean, she's just got a smoking little body, so.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that as I envision being served a drink at Epstein's Island. Creepy as fuck, old man. That's a pre. What the fuck?
Kevin, thank you for attending our annual Halloween party here. Here's the Power Ranger girls.
Yeah.
On Raw, Gunther, I was thinking of you when he came out in Philly and spoke German.
See?
And didn't do it where we expected
in Germany, where you would get a
Germany.
pop.
That's exactly that heel philosophy that
God,
you've been talking about with
you would almost think fucking that he and I think alike.
Well,
I know the
you've
guy
been
that
in the business and you
well,
worked as a heel.
I know the guy that writes the show, like the boss. Like we pretty much spent a couple of years together, and like I don't remember ever arguing with him about the business. I've never had
Hold on, though.
I've never had an argument with Paul about the business.
Okay, point taken. However, this doesn't happen with everybody. The proper administration of heel heat, so we can make this sound like a very technical, maybe financial show. Technically, the application of proper heel heat is not always done this way, but we consistently are coming back to Gunther's run when you're pointing all this stuff out. And I could probably come up with...
Because we have, for the first time, a fucking guy that actually has heat.
Mm-hmm.
He's got heat. And it's the old Jody Hamilton when I broke into the business, who fucking was one of the best fucking selling heels at being a 300-pound guy under a hood, getting color through a fucking hood. I mean, just one of the greatest workers of all time that I was blessed to be under his tutelage. But he was so advanced, as was Dusty, that when he saw somebody that could make it in the business, he could get somebody to teach me how to do a fucking hip toss. He was going to talk psychology. And that's the fucking whole deal.
Right.
And I remember Joey talking about fucking heels. He says, problem with fucking when you're booking a territory and you're trying to get a heel over is the only way you get a heel over is at the expense of baby faces. And 99.9% of your prima donnas are going to want to be baby faces. So you're going to be walking into the fucking the babyface tent and saying, I need to get a couple fucking pints of blood. And they'll be like, again? Fuck! Because the heel knows that the fucking hot air balloon doesn't fucking rise with heat unless there's some fucking heat. Unless that fucking fire, the hotter that fucking fire is underneath that fucking hot air balloon, that's how fast that fucking balloon's gonna go. So you gotta keep the heat, and every time you shut that fucking heat off, it's gonna drop. So when you get heat on a character, you gotta keep heat. You can't fucking...
Which brings me to my next question. How do we keep this going for Gunther? Don't put him in a... One of the ways you can do it is don't put him in a position where he has to fucking make it about a belt. Keep him in fucking things that are personal. Keep him in personal feuds. Right, because you'd be giving, but if you put him in a title angle right now, leading up to WrestleMania or beyond WrestleMania, if you constrain him to a title angle, then his heat is going to be hinged to that piece of metal.
Absolutely. If you
as
fucking
opposed
beat
to
him,
his personality.
yep.
Yeah.
And
Right.
he's got, because he already tapped. He already tapped. If I'm an AJ fan, he's already tapped out to AJ. Referee just didn't fucking see it. It's so much easier for the Baltimore Bills fans to stomach that fucking loss against Denver with that shit fucking call that everybody knows was a fucking catch and not a fucking takeaway from Denver. And they would have won that fucking game. It's much easier for people that are fucking Bills fans to stomach that because of that. Because I wanted I'm a Bills fan. I like the Bills. I want them to win,
And you said
And
Baltimore Bills. I thought we were talking about a sport
Buffalo
that
Bills.
I had never watched.
Did I say
And,
Baltimore?
yeah, I panicked that, God damn it, there's a sport that I haven't watched that Kevin's going to bring up now, and I'm not going to be able to follow this. Okay.
It's the
Daryl Dawkins was on the pickleball, the Baltimore Bills pickleball team. I understand what you're saying, and I hope they do, because it's a cool thing. Listen, at heart, we're wrestling fans. You weren't growing up, but you have
I
to
was
be,
growing
because
up.
you were in the-
I grew
You were
up
kind of
when I was a kid.
a kid, yeah.
When,
But
you
I
know,
like when something works still, because we know so much about the business. We're jaded. So I like when there's a little something that's working the right way that we can invest time in. So I do hope the Gunther thing keeps going that way. Is AJ Styles done, Kev?
I wouldn't imagine that he's too young. I think there's a couple of cool things that I think he wants to do. I would imagine he would want to do something. I don't know, this is just me. He might want to get just a crazy fucking payday and go to AEW for fucking a year.
Because
You
we
know?
talked last week that he owns the trademarks, and that was in the
So I
news
mean,
a
he may
little
want
bit.
to do that. And there's some really great. I mean, you got Kenny over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got Will. You got some people that he could go over there and have some feuds with. That would,
Yeah.
you know, it would change kind of, because AJ's not going to work. Like his style is in between theirs. So I think it would bring like a really kind of a cool hybrid style match AJ going over there would make me watch it.
Well, that's saying something
Yeah,
for you. Yeah.
because I'm a huge fan of AJ's work.
Right.
I've never seen him have a bad match, and to see him with Ospreay and fucking Kenny, fuck. And I know there's other guys, you know, that they've got over there that I'm not. But I'm just talking about guys that I fucking have watched and watched and watched. You know, Ospreay and Kenny, I've watched those guys enough times where that they have that style down to an art form, and it's kind of theirs. Anybody else is doing a copy of it, and it doesn't have the same flow, doesn't have the same psychology. So,
You know, a lot of people are trying to copy these days Mando. The superior performance from Mando. See a lot of similar type of deodorant companies claiming to have the staying power of Mando. Folks, don't believe it for a minute. Okay, I love Mando. Kev loves Mando. We've been talking about Mando for more than a year here now. From the wipes we've talked about.
I actually
all the
saw on
different
X
forms.
today. I saw a guy. He put a Mandow thing up, and he tagged you and me in it.
Oh, good. I have to look for that.
And what he was using this body spray.
Was it actual demonstration into
No,
his nether region of the?
No, it was. I'll be able to go ahead and do your gimmick.
Well, you look for that while I remind everybody that Mando comes in all those wonderful forms. Take a look at this. They are so seriously committed
You see
to
it?
keeping you. Oh wait, let's go back to Kev for a second here. There's
Boom. There it
Oh,
is.
he's got all three.
And he's
got the
put.
three
He
sprays.
says. Hold on a second.
Give him a shout. What's his name?
It's Frank.
Frank.
It's Frank, and he's digging the smell of the clover woods.
Oh, he likes the clover woods. Okay.
Clover woods, man. I'm kind of
which color is that? Clover woods is the green, I believe. Right?
Yeah, it's a green.
Yeah, I'm still rocking the bourbon leather, which I so love.
See, I like the pro sport.
That's the blue, right?
The blue.
Yeah.
I like that.
Think about this, guys. What do you have to do to get ready for a first date, right? Because you don't know where this is going to go. Are we going all the way? Is this just you just want the a customary cleansing of the
Tug
body,
and run.
or
What?
do you want to be ready for anything? This is the perfect tool because all of Mando's products, by the way, not only are they clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for 72 hours, so your entire date, you're covered, but you're covered anywhere because all Mando products, they're whole body deodorant and safe to use anywhere on your body. Pits, balls, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, feet, anywhere that you can get it, you can put it. All right. All products are baking soda free, paraben free. Great scents like the aforementioned bourbon leather, clover woods, Mount Fuji, or Kev's Pro Sport. Clinically proven to control odor better than a shower and soap alone. Want to try America's #1 whole body deodorant formula right now? You can find them in Walmart, Target, other retailers all over the country. But for the best deals, you're going to go to shopmando.com because you're going to use the code KLIQ. What, Kev, did you fall off the chair? What happened? You're going to use the code KLIQ, K-L-I-Q, at shopmando.com, 20% off site-wide. I'll say that again, 20% off site-wide, plus free shipping. New customers, go grab this deal with the exclusive code, shopmando.com. Support the show. Tell them we sent you when they ask you. Mando's got you covered. All right, with deodorant plus sweat control. That's my gimmick right there. The deodorant plus sweat control in the stick. Love it. Say goodbye to sweat stains and hello to long-lasting freshness. Shopmando.com. Thank you, Mando. Loving me some Mando. Kev, how about a little Mount Ashmore? Can we
All right.
Can we find out who's on Kev's Mount Ashmore?
Okay.
Hottest
What do we?
female athletes. How about that one?
I might have to fucking use my phone because I don't know if I know all their names.
You got to get some names, the actual proper names.
Let me think.
You can go back. This could be of all time.
No, because okay, this is going to sound really creepy, but it's not. It's not creepy at all. You know, like
Worse than the Power Ranger reference on Epstein Island before.
yeah, no, this is but I think guys do this, especially when you get older. Like you imagine like being like you in your prime before you were married and everything else. Like when you were fucking, you know, when you had to fucking actually feed yourself at the Serengeti. And
I don't remember.
yeah, but you know, so you would you know like pick somebody that you would like to go through that experience with at that age.
Correct.
You know, where sex is the absolutely most important thing besides, I mean, including breathing, eating, making money. Like
Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's
yeah,
food, food,
but
and
this,
procreation.
yeah, but I mean, it's so that you have to go back to that. Like these girls would be, like you would want them, yeah, like this is that age group athlete, not
Okay.
you know. So, okay, I know the girls. Okay. Oh, look.
What sport? Can we start there?
Okay, she's a Ukrainian,
Oh.
and she's a pole vaulter.
Oh,
And
God.
there's no fucking way that if you look up beautiful Ukrainian pole vaulter,
You get anyone but this one.
this girl is unbelievable. She's the prettiest athlete on the planet. God, I'll have to look her up.
Let's see. I think everyone playing along at home. Everyone's, everyone's pausing YouTube. Kev, is this what we're looking at right here?
Yes.
Yana?
Show her face. God, if you could show her doing moving. If you can
It's
actually
Yana. Okay. Oh wait, no, there's a different one. Yulia Levchenko. Is that it? Or then that is Yana.
That's not it. That's not her there.
Yana Halachuk.
This LEV.
Is it Yulia?
Pull her up right there, that girl. Now she's blonde.
Blonde. No, that's Yana. I thought I had something accessible when I said
All right.
hottest female athletes. I guess.
Just so you know.
Go ahead.
That's her.
Oh, okay. Is that her at an event?
Yes.
With her face prepared like that?
Yes.
Tell me she's not playing for the fucking endorsement deal that's coming.
Let's see.
I don't know. What's the name?
Levenchko, something like that.
That's the last name?
Images. Some of this, I think that one.
Here's her in action, Kev. You want to see some action?
Yeah,
here?
let me see her. Let's watch her jump one.
All right.
That's an attract. Look at. Hell yeah. Like a glove.
They call it in that clip. They call her high jump Barbie.
That's
Yulia is the first name, and then whatever the last name is. All right, so there's number one.
Okay, that's number one. Let me think.
Guess we're not going to Martina Navratilova next.
No. Paige, what's her name? Starts with a S. She's. I don't think she plays golf, but she can golf.
Oh, does she do all the segments?
She's hot. She's a blonde she's got very curvaceous. Hold on. I can use it.
Everyone type hot Ukrainian golfer.
No, this is a.
I know.
I can pick it. I can show you a picture of her.
Okay, right.
Paige.
There you go. There she is. Kev, I guess this is her.
Is that right? Yeah, that's her.
Sporanic?
She's an attractive female athlete.
Yeah. Okay.
I get.
I'm guessing when she puts the T down, it's a bit of an event.
I don't know.
How's your wood?
Fair to Midland. Fair to Midway. All right, let me think who else.
All right, so there's number two. Steve, you may have to go for more than the face for this final graphic of Mount Ashmore here. What sport will we be moving to for number three?
She's a German runner.
God, it's like the UN of
Schmidt. Try Alicia.
Everyone Google hot German runner.
Try Alicia Schmidt. Alicia Schmidt, German. She's a German runner. I'm diversified. I'm not some.
You're all over the place. I mean, ICE would be kicking your fucking door. Is that her?
Let me see her. Pull her up.
Alicia Schmidt?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's her.
That's
okay.
her. That's my girl. Yeah. She's hot.
Kevin, do you watch all these sports? Are you watching?
No, I watch Instagram. I watch Instagram, and I follow. So my feeds are athletes, cars, bodybuilders, fitness
Right.
girls, and then conspiracy shit,
Right.
and then
How
finances.
about wrestling podcasts? Is that
No,
on there?
no, it's not on there.
No.
So I got one more, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going with a homegrown girl, and she's attractive, but I also like her attitude, and she's got my girl Caitlin's back, and that's Sophie Cunningham from the Indiana Fever.
Oh,
I
let's
think
see. I
she's
don't know.
6'1", I think. Let's pull up Sophie Cunningham.
WNBA
Yes.
star, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Dom just popped in the fucking chat here. Let's see Sophie Cunningham here.
Little Sophie Cunningham.
Everyone playing home.
Sophie
playing at home?
Cunningham, come on down. You're the final contestant.
There she is.
Yeah. 6'1". Hell yeah.
I'd like to cover her in the post. You back you right under the net.
Do you imagine hanging out, like having somebody that hot, like getting stoned and going out and shooting hoop? Are you fucking kidding me? Like how
Perfect
fucking
date.
Could you imagine that? They get stoned and talk shit to each other, then go out and fucking, and she can
Bottle
ball
of wine, a blunt,
she
and
could
go
fucking,
shoot a little
she could-
hoop.
No, you gotta fucking drink no booze, man. You can drink that afterwards. But fucking play some hoops, man. Fuck, that's a dream come true.
So there it is. I'm not even going to purport to be able to.
So I'm going with
run
Sophie's.
the names down on
Sophie's
the first
Sophie's going to be my number one because the other ones, the first one, the Ukrainian girl is going to want me to come meet her parents, and I just can't do it.
You're not flying over there.
No, not until
It's bad enough you have to go to.
I'm waiting for I'm waiting for 2 days, and this fucking thing's going to be over. But it's been a long wait.
Oh, the end to the conflict? You mean?
Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days after inauguration.
After inauguration.
That fucking that. You know what
Wesley's pointing out you very definitely have a type, Kevin. You realize that, right? As evidenced in these last 4 photos. Steve, you
blondes, right?
You putting these into rock or what? We going to get that final image? All right, there's the Mount Ashmore this week. Love me a little Mount Ashmore. And while we're at it, let's talk about Blue Chew.
My wife was a blonde when I met her.
This is the perfect time to remind
right
everyone.
after seeing that hot ass, absolutely.
You want to be as hard as Mount Ashmore?
Yes. And you know what? I have got to push now for the gold pack. I need some feedback on the gold pack.
Let us know, guys. Put it in the comments because everybody knows that Blue Chew Gold is here. Go ahead, Steve. Give us the graphic. There it is. There's this week's Mount Ashmore.
Nice.
Kev's hottest female celebrity.
Nicely done, Nash.
Well done.
You see, I have it. Wesley says
it could be the same woman.
Yeah,
with 4
Wesley
different hairstyles.
Wesley says, "Kev, you have a type," and they, yeah,
Exactly.
they all look like Theodore Roosevelt.
You know what time it is? It's time to level up. Blue Chew just dropped the craziest thing ever, Blue Chew Gold. All right, it's the newest innovation from the #1 chewable ED brand. This is not your grandpa's old little blue pill there. This is a 4-in-1 beast. Sets the gold standard for performance in the boudoir. We're talking about 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep the rocket pumping. Now mixed with apomorphine and oxytocin to turn up the arousal and connection between your brain and your body. All right, who would have known years ago that Blue Chew could take it to the next level beyond the greatness they delivered before? Blue Chew Gold dissolves under your tongue. It works at as little as 15 minutes now. You're not waiting half hour anymore, all right? That means you can get it on quicker and you stay in the game longer. It's elevation without the hesitation. We've got that special deal for listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with the code NASH. Guys, you have nothing to lose. Give it a shot. That's promo code NASH. Visit BlueChew.com. Sign up. Entirely done online. You'll love the process. Super easy, nothing to be embarrassed about. Happens online, bang, it's in your mailbox, and then bang, you're using the Blue Chew Gold. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. Thank you, Blue Chew, for sponsoring the podcast from day one. That's 188 goddamn episodes, 188 weeks. We're already longer than...
That's a lot of fucking wood.
That's a lot of wood.
A lot of lumber being laid
on
out
your
there.
On your fairway there. All right, Steve.
Wow, I can't believe how much, in retrospect, those girls look alike.
Yeah, when you see them side by side, you see what you're working with here.
Steve is, just say it out loud. Of course, the one with the visor is the golf girl. Who are the from left to right? Who are the other three? Yeah. So when you make them into, I guess that would be a marble feature. The Ukrainian girl has like probably the most, but I think Cunningham has, maybe because she's smiling, but Cunningham's. I think I would go with Cunningham if I had to have a soulmate. Plus, she's, like I said, man, she's a baller. I love women basketball players so much that I watched the special on God, what's her name? Taurasi. She played at Connecticut. She's been around forever. You guys, yeah, Diana Taurasi. And pull her up, Steve, Diana Taurasi.
Wes has taken Rhea over all four of those.
Rhea's married. You can't. That ruins the whole. If you knew, as soon as you know too much about the. So, let me see a picture of her. I gotta go. Like when she's playing. Like, yeah, like just, Anyway, so they did a special on her. And it was like maybe 4 hours long or maybe even longer. And she's gay. And she's like they have like a family. It's it's like watching LeBron, but it's the female equivalent, and it's like them like ending their career. It was really a well done documentary, and the people that she's affected. But she was such a fucking like kind of rebel early in her career. They tried to fuck her on the Olympic team and everything else because, she just wouldn't play. She wouldn't be the little clean cut little girl that they wanted to. She was fucking. So she's, I don't know. She's just
the rebellion. You're attracted to the rebellion a little bit.
But just, I mean, man, she's like one of my. If you say name your 10 top athletes, she would be one of them.
Okay.
Like, I think she's badass as fuck. They went over, man, and like, we're playing in Russia, and their fucking owner was like this mob guy, and it's like with like 12 games left in the season, he was like fucking gunned down in his car in like Moscow, like, and like like they were together all the time. It was like, fuck, man. Shit was like a movie. Except she was a baller.
Yeah.
And she was gay, which was, it was like, I don't know.
All right, back with Kliq This, the Kevin Nash podcast. And Our dogs have been discussed here in the past, Cooper and Midge, and one thing that they have in common,
They have the same treats.
other than being mouthy little fucks, is Better Wild. Better Wild has come into our lives for our furry little love bugs, and I was very excited when I saw they had an allergy chew. Okay, that's the Better Wild Allergy Relief Soft Chews. Mitch was chewing her paws a lot, and who'd have thunk it? This, along with any kind of, if you have dogs with itchy ears or you'll get a lot of ear infections, actually, if they're licking their paws a lot, you can see some red skin sometimes. This is all allergy, and it's all because of bad bacteria that takes over the gut. 90% of your dog's immune system lives in the gut. All right, just like humans, dogs need probiotics or good bacteria to strengthen their gut health and calm an overactive immune system. And that's why we use Better Wild's Allergy Relief Soft Chews. These are the first and only chews with Ancestral Advantage wolf probiotics derived from your dog's mighty ancestor, the wolf, that will help restore a healthy balance of good bacteria in the gut. The allergy supplement chews contain 4 key ingredients, and it's a premium blend of wolf probiotics called the Ancestral Advantage, designed to rewild your dog's gut. That's the L-Sacii, okay? A postbiotic derived from kimchi that's been clinically proven to reduce itchiness and redness in just 2 months, plus colostrum to boost immune function, and salmon oil for healthy skin and fur. Guys, right now, Better Wild is offering our listeners up to 40% off your order at betterwild.com/Kliq, K-L-I-Q. That's betterwild.com/Kliq for up to 40% off your order. betterwild.com. Your dog deserves it. Science-backed, veterinarian-approved solutions you can feel great about. Thank you, Better Wild. Our pups thank you, too. Kev, we talked about a lot of wrestling, but
we did not talk about it. Just checked.
Yeah.
And for the day, Bitcoin's up $1,800. It's up 2.9%, but year to date it's still down 26 point.
I was going to say, give it 30 seconds.
Yeah,
so
I
just want
to make sure there's a lot of people out there. You know, the crypto's the future, baby.
The WrestleMania 42 main event has been announced.
One of, yes.
Yes. And it's Roman and Punk. My impression of that announcement Monday night was we took some TV time on Raw to take a giant shit on Drew McIntyre and his championship belt.
Yeah, that wasn't
what the fuck?
Wasn't very pro Drew.
No, and
wasn't like. Now, if I'm Drew, I'm just like, of course you two bitches don't want nothing to do with me.
Well, that's what he has to come back and do, right? He's got to get
anybody
the
TV that watched him, with that match with Sami Zayn. I'm just like, of all the guys I watched last weekend, that guy looks like a pro wrestler. Drew McIntyre looks like a pro wrestler.
He's one of the exemplary. When we talk about size all the time here, he's always one of the names we pull.
Dude, I mean, I think Roman's got a great look, and I think Drew's got a great look. He's not too fucking like he's a specimen, but he's not too big. He's not like a muscle. He looks like Conan. He looks like he could he built his fucking body to chopping wood or something, you know.
Yeah. He's a good dude too. I mean,
he's a great guy.
From my time around him, I hope that doesn't ruin anything for his character, but
no,
he is, and that always helps.
He's a sweetheart,
hoping somebody goes over. So now, I'm looking at the visual in the ring here with the WrestleMania 42. Listen, Punk's over like fucking sex, right? Like he's just.
everybody can relate to him. I think,
And this is what it is, isn't it?
yeah, like it's to me, man. Like how many people that put in a 60-hour week to come home that their fucking hands are so dry because they got to fucking wash their hands for 15 minutes in fucking lava soap before they fucking get in their fucking truck and, come home and fucking, look at some guy in a three-piece suit and fucking say, God, I absolutely see where you're coming from. Where
Right.
Punk, man, Punk's got the grays. Yeah.
He's the Ron Jeremy of wrestling.
Yeah.
He's the every fan watching themselves maybe
Right.
a little cooler than they are, but maybe still within reach. Whereas someone like Drew with a body like that, or Roman, a little tougher for us.
Roman's got a look to him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got like a really if I had to fucking pick somebody to play Dirty Harry, I think I might be able to pull it off with Roman.
No, it's a very different direction there.
Because you can't go white boy.
You can't.
Can't go white boy. No.
Okay.
You got to go different. And fucking Roman with his shit cut off with
Dirty
that look.
Julio. Or whatever.
No, he's still Dirty Harry. He's Harry Callahan. He's just fucking Roman Reigns as Harry Callahan.
What did you think of the segment? Was it it was real. I mean, to be honest, it was the reason to watch Raw Monday night.
It was the best thing. I mean,
it was the best thing. The women's match was entertaining,
especially because there's shoot history where they don't like each other.
Right.
Like from 10, 12, 14, whatever years ago.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because when two guys like that get in each other's face, and he said, that's why I hate you.
Yeah.
And because I think at one point he had some animosity, it's easier to fucking, on top of that, fucking Roman just came off the movie set,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's dead off a movie set, so he just played a Street Fighter character. So I mean, he's very in tune with a perform, definitely off on a two shot, and to me, when like Punk said something, like when Punk came back and he said, just because you did it longer doesn't mean you did it better. And then he fucking and I'm waiting because there's like the one thing that CM Punk did that Kevin Nash could never forgive him. And people will say, "Who buried you with that fucking promo where you couldn't cut one back?" No, dude. I was so fucking glad because he was so fucking over. I was out there, and this will go full circle. Where his heat with me is, he left 10 fucking years of huge money on the floor. That's my heat.
I was gonna say that.
That's
Kevin doesn't stand for that.
I don't give a fuck what you do in a fucking your bullshit working wrestling shit, man. But fucking, I fucking said it from day one on the show. Two things are real: fucking money and the miles. And motherfucking the first, it ain't miles and money. It's money and miles.
Money and miles.
Because you ain't doing no miles if there ain't no fucking money. So when when Roman said to him basically, yeah, you took your ball and went home for 10 fucking years. Done. Nothing you can say. And to tell you how much real heat Roman has with him, I know for a fact And a lot. I don't know if I've ever told this story. Maybe I have. I'm stoned, so I don't remember. But when I was supposed to wrestle CM Punk,
Mhm.
after I cost him the belt, he said something that pissed off Paul about something with him and Stephanie, and it wasn't on script, and it pissed Paul off. And Paul came back and basically said, "You're not wrestling Punk. I am. I'm beating
I
that
am.
motherfucker."
Right.
Like he was that hot.
Yeah.
So, but I know, so I know how hot fucking, and it wasn't like Paul isn't a bitch. It was like, oh, okay, motherfucker. Like basically, like, oh, okay, Kliq rules. Like you want to you want to fucking you want to pull them out and measure them. Here we go. Suck on that. So, but I know how fucking much Paul cares for him now, and what, like, to bring him back and everything that happened, and Paul to entrust like Phil with everything that he's done, and vice versa for each other, that their relationship. So
Mhm.
that's what people don't understand that aren't in the business, is you can have that kind of fucking heat with somebody 10 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. But man, when you gotta fucking when you gotta make money and make music together, fucking how quickly that dissolves. And Roman's just looking at him like, man, like, he's fucking with Roman's only 40 years old.
Mhm.
I mean, and he's making fucking, and he's still, when he won the Royal Rumble, it was an afterthought. I had fucking Bronson's Rick Steiner winning the whole thing. He didn't even make it in the ring, did he? I guess he did, just to be fucking eliminated.
They heard your prediction and they wanted to swerve. So
Or fucking maybe, I'm so fucking influential that the Vegas numbers fucking got all skewed, and I got a huge payday. So
give me a grade A through F of that as WrestleMania's main event for this title, for the WWE title.
I think it's great. I think that out of the box, it was a home run. It basically writes itself. It's absolutely worthy. It's going to be a good match. I mean, and the thing is, people believe that there's fucking heat there.
Mm-hmm.
This when I was talking to you earlier, I said, I'm telling you right now, it's fucking bullshit, man. I'm watching this shit since fucking 84. And that fucking unfucking real show, that's fucking bullshit. That's pulling the curtain back too fucking far, man. I don't want that fucking, leave me something to fucking hang my hat on. Fuck, man. It'll make me look like a goddamn asshole. My wife fucking watched that shit. Now she knows it's fake. But did you watch Monday? You see Roman get up in his face, and when he told that motherfucker he hate him, and that shit was real.
That's real.
That's right. Real.
Right.
Like, dude, that's the whole fucking deal. That's how it works. When a comedian fucking has you laughing, it doesn't fucking matter who they are. You're laughing. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to suck you in. If they suck you in for a second, it's still, you know what? If you've been watching since 84, you're not going to stop.
Right.
You know?
Very good. How about some audience questions, Kev? Our friends here at the 11 Soft Club, they went to KliqThisTV.com and signed up, and they're in the room for the taping, ready to talk to Kev. What do we got? Ace Ramon, did we talk about the Epstein Files, or are we Chinatowning that? Well, we did in the context of the Halloween party on the island with the Power
You know
Ranger
what?
outfits.
But so this will play on next Monday, and we've got let's just talk about it right now. We've got in the we've got some emails. Lumpkin said that he hadn't talked to him since 2005, and now we got some emails of him saying he wanted to come. But we got Elon Musk saying, "Hey, what's the best night of the week for the freakiest party?" Him and his girl were coming. Like we're starting to get some shit, but it's there's nothing. Everybody's it's the deniability. Yeah, but we never went, and come on. Trump sat 2-3 days ago, to Monday, and said, "I'm not in this. Therefore, there's no reason to keep fucking beating this horse. We're done with the Epstein shit." I'm thinking, well, except for the 1,400 victims that that would like to see some justice. I understand that it's very difficult for you, sir, to realize that there's anybody on this fucking planet besides you. With the fact that you signed the Trump bill to make sure the Epstein bill was passed, and it was supposed to be delivered at a certain date, which I believe was like 45 days later, and you put 13,000 pages out when 3.3 just got delivered at the beginning of the week. And I like when the fucking the Bondi, it was like the Eiffel Tower of paperwork. Yeah. And I'm sure, so instead of actually, and you had what, 7 people looking at it? So instead of going through it, you know what we'll do? We'll just redact everything. It's so much easier just to redact everything. It's like how many times have they Al Capone the fucking Kennedy's bullshit on us? Al Capone saved us with the Kennedys. Now we're filing it against.
There's more coming. There's more coming.
Here it is.
Yeah.
We've got the first draft of the Warren Commission. There's some things in there.
The Warren Commission.
Fuck, man.
Talk about a work.
Yeah, but I mean, as soon as we get anything that we can talk about that's not hearsay or bullshit, because nowadays, believe it or not, we don't have First Amendment rights. We can be fucking sued for having a fucking an opinion. And you could be shot in the head for carrying a fucking concealed weapon with a permit. So, game changer all the way around. And while you're at it, when you pass go, it's now 2:30.
All right, next, Stars on Stripes, Stars on Sports. How old were you when you first started investing in the stock market?
I mean, I had like mutual funds and stuff, like some funds and things like that. I mean, I wasn't watching the market. I started reading the Wall Street Journal probably in 93. Like I realized that, I started to because really there wasn't that much, there wasn't like a CNBC or, there wasn't like one of those shows you could just sit and watch fucking like financial
Right. And in
news.
'93, you couldn't buy online either. You couldn't trade
No.
stocks online. You had to call a broker.
Yeah, so it was, it was such a different world. And the fact that people read newspapers.
People read period.
Yeah.
Didn't swipe.
Well, I
their
remember
lives
that,
away.
when you first started, when you'd read the Wall Street Journal, and you would get through the first couple of pages, especially the first page, that middle 2 columns was all just news, like little blotches of like you a hell of a lot more than you were getting in USA Today. Put it this way.
Yeah, well,
But then when you're living on the road, that's what you got in front of your
that's
door
at every hotel,
morning.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got the USA Today and you got the Wall Street Journal. But the Wall Street Journal is downstairs on the front desk, and you got to go over and get it. Everybody gets the fucking take a deuce USA pie chart,
Right.
which was a great little newspaper.
A little snapshot of what was going on.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck, man, I miss my USA Today.
All right. Next.
God, talking about aging yourself, just that alone ages the fuck out of you.
Referencing USA Today or remembering USA
Just
Today.
the pie charts and it just, yeah.
A wrestling historian, Mr. Nash, you've mentioned before that you voted for Ronald Reagan. What made you switch to a Democrat? Thanks in advance. Well, I think you were always a Democrat, but I think you switched over to vote for Reagan, right?
Yeah, well, Reagan was my first time to vote. So, I mean, I had 2 choices, and when you go into the box, you decide which one's going to be. It's the first time in my life I'm choosing a president. And
imagine that you chose
yeah.
based on who you thought was going to do a better job,
Well,
not who you've been told.
I knew that he was a success. I only knew because he was a successful governor in California.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that, so.
He was a union president as well.
Yeah. Screen Actors Guild.
For SAG, yeah.
No, I looked at it and I said, this guy, if I have to pick one of these 2 guys, this is the guy I know. I know what he can do. The other guy, but, he was just a politician to me. This is a guy that was an actor, that was a governor. This was a very diversified human. And he was, for his time and his age, he was still pretty fucking hip.
All right. Thank you, wrestling historian. Mark DZ. Hey, Sex, what's your favorite muscle group to train?
Oh, in the old days it would have been chest, but now it's back. Because that's the last thing to go is your ability to pull. Because that's what we're, is apes. These fucking.
Thank God we
these
can
gimmicks,
pull till the
that's
very
what these
end.
gimmicks are for. That's why because we're supposed to be going through fucking grabbing branches. So.
Hey, Britt, did you see Unreal Season 2? Thoughts on Michael Hayes' comments about Chelsea? Ouch.
Yeah, that was a little stiff.
I didn't see it. What did he say?
Basically said that she didn't need 30 minutes, like 30 seconds was enough for her. Kind of to that degree. Like she wasn't a main eventer. I don't think that's done outside of a house, is it?
I'm seeing a report that he's claiming now it was all planned and a work for TV to get her sympathy.
Oh, so it's a work inside of a work?
Yes.
Wrapped in a riddle?
Russian dolls. a conundrum wrapped in a riddle. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
That's Hayes for you.
I just say this, it's showing you that Michael's closer to dementia and fucking he took a lot of chair shots. That's what I always get, so fucking I'm gonna throw it back at him. I watched him fucking drunk just about ruin Triple H's fucking, because I will see Triple H on this case. Paul and Stephanie's wedding when he sang one song and people kind of let it go, and then he fucking thought he was going to do fucking
He kept
an
going.
hour.
He was going to do a set.
What the fuck?
Did he do Bad Street USA? What did he sing?
Who fucking knows?
Kliq This is a production of Butch and Sundance Media, Producers Association with Podcast Heat, created by Tristan Nash, Kevin Nash, and Sean Oliver, producer Steve Kaufman, graphics by Dominic D'Angelo, title sequence and audio edit by Wesley Burleson, theme song by Dale Oliver, technical research by Tristan Nash, copyright 2026, Butch and Sundance Media. Kev, you want to do another one?
I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out.
Thanks, Bird.
Customer service never answers a thing. Let us free to breathe in air we're supposed to breathe. Twists and turns, you've come to love me. Now I'm cold, I'm frozen. Baby, we're broken, and the customer service never answers a thing. Yeah, the customer service never answers a thing.